Hi everyone, welcome to the muster drill. I'm Scott, and today is all about Carnival. Hi everyone, welcome back. So, Carnival. Lots going on with Carnival. So, to start with, Carnival, due to changes by the CDC to the conditional sale order, decided that they are going to set up an either on-site or nearby COVID testing facility in all of their ports. They're going to partner with another company. It's like an outside company, a third-party company. Carnival announced that they were going to subsidize some of the costs of setting up, the facility, but it's basically going to be run by a third-party lab or third-party testing company, and it's either going to be inside the terminals, just outside the terminals, or nearby, like that people can walk to. And it's supposed to be available there for people to do, testing for their, pre-cruise testing either the day before or the day of. There's not any kind of additional details other than that they're doing, setting up these, testing sites at all of their terminals, and that the company is, as the third-party company, and that the company is not going to take insurance. So, but they will provide a receipt of the cost so that you can submit it to your insurance for reimbursement. So that's, and of course they've changed now They've changed the testing window now from 72 hours to 48 hours, but that was due to a change from the CDC's, change to the conditional sale order. So I think that's one of the reasons why they're doing that, because they're narrowing the window even more. And I know that when I had to get mine done for the Mardi Gras, which my sailing was the first sailing that the testing was required for, which was August 14th, and it was pretty stressful. I mean, I was really worried about getting it done because, I had to fly to Florida, and I had, and I had to do, so I had to get mine done in a very narrow window. And since I was, it's on Saturday. So, but I had to get mine done like on, I had to get mine done at like, I think Thursday or something like that. And then I was concerned about, the results coming back on time and stuff. So in any event, it's definitely stressful. And now it's even going to be more stressful now that there's only a 2-day window left on it. So we'll see what happens with it all, and, see how they, release more information about it. I know the average cost of a COVID test is about $130. So, be interesting to see how many people want to shell out $130, because insurance pays for most of it. Most people have insurance, so most people are able to, get their insurance company to pay for it because it's been mandated that, that the insurance companies have to pay for it because of so many governments and so many, like travel companies and stuff that are requiring it. So, so in any event, we'll see what happens with it all, and hopefully there's a little more information coming out about it, down the road. So that's it for, the testing information and changes to the conditional sale order for Carnival. The second thing I wanted to talk about was the Carnival Magic. I know that it's been reported already, so I'm kind of a little late to the game on that one, but the Carnival Magic was denied entry to the Dominican Republic when it was approaching Amber Cove. And this is apparently due to some onboard cases with the crew. There was no release of information about onboard cases with passengers, but there was a few crew members who had tested positive. They were fully vaccinated, but they had tested positive because I guess they were showing signs of, or symptoms. So they were isolated, in isolation, and I guess they, reported that information to the Dominican authorities, and Dominican authorities had basically denied them entry. The Carnival Mardi Gras was actually already there, and it had arrived earlier that day, and was cleared without any issues. But I think it's because they didn't necessarily have any cases to report. So Carnival, was the captain was going back and forth with the with the Dominican authorities. Had assured them that they had all the necessary paperwork, and but it was all about these onboard cases. So eventually the Dominican government did clear the ship to come into Amber Cove, but basically provisioned that the unvaccinated had to stay on board, and that the vaccinated were allowed off, but only in like the shopping and the pool area. They were not allowed to go to any of the beaches. They were not allowed to leave the Amber Cove sort of area. So they weren't allowed to go into nearby Puerto Plata or anything like that. So, and then they were told that they would be randomly tested. And I'm going to throw some tweets that, came out about it from people who were on board. I'm going to throw them up on the screen so you can see some of that stuff too. But eventually they were able, like I said, they were able to get it worked out. And then, and this was the Magic's first stop. So, then they were on to Bimini, and which means that if they were going to the Bahamas, they had to have had, basically like everyone 12 or older vaccinated on board. And they did say that these crew members were vaccinated, but, our friend Delta, doesn't, and a lot of times doesn't really care if you're vaccinated or not. So in any event, so that was eventually cleared up, but, it's a little unfortunate for Carnival. It just, came at a bad time, and the ship didn't even know about it until they were approaching. So then finally I wanted to mention about a story that came out about, and again, already been reported but the Carnival Horizon had, the CDC had released that they were working with Carnival regarding a couple of cases of passengers that were on the Carnival Horizon between July and August. No specific information about it, but other than that, those two people apparently tested positive for Legionnaires disease. In any event, they so these two passengers contracted Legionnaires disease, and it comes from like stagnated water or aerosolized water that's been sitting around for a while that allowed bacteria, a specific type of bacteria, to grow. So, the cruise ships were sitting around for a really long time, and, and they weren't being used. So, the water that was in the pipes to all of the staterooms and stuff like that or whatever, was, just kind of sitting around in there. So I guess it wasn't purged well. So in any event, no specific information and no actual determination if it was, if it actually came from the ship, but it'd be kind of crazy if two people contracted Legionnaire's disease on the same ship from two different places outside the ship and just ended up on the ship with them. So that would be one heck of a coincidence. So in any event, chances are it came from them, but again, no idea. They're still trying to figure that out, but in my opinion, it probably came from there, and it probably just came from the stagnant water. It's not Carnival's fault, in my opinion. It's not anybody's fault. It's just, it's like anything else, like COVID. It's like Noro, it happens. So in any event, they worked with it, and then of course Carnival has taken a bunch of steps. They've completely sanitized the ship. They've disinfected the entire water system on the ship. Purged all the old water and stuff like that. So Carnival definitely did what you would expect them to do, and and no reason to believe that they wouldn't. So So yeah, so then the last carnival news I want to bring you is we're going on the Carnival Pride. September 26th, we're sailing on the Carnival Pride out of Baltimore. Cannot wait. I've been wanting to get on the Carnival Pride for so long, and I'm looking forward to it. You know, that class of spirit ship is just, you know, it's something special. You know, lots of people agree. You know, so I can't wait to get on there and experience it myself before the Pride goes to Tampa and the Legend comes in to take its place. So we're very excited about that. So, you know, if you want to see the videos we're going to be bringing you and stuff like that from there, don't forget to subscribe. And so that's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. And if you like this video, don't forget to click the like button. And please, if you would, subscribe to the channel. We're a growing channel. You know, your subscriptions will really help us out a lot, and it doesn't cost you anything. You click the button once and you're done. And don't forget to click the notification bell so that you know every time we upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.